guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 23 of Let's FIFA 16, and I do have a bit of a cold, so if I sound a little bit different than normal, that'll be the reason. But anyways, we have reached Division 4 and we're sort of climbing closer and closer to that Division 1 and that title we want to win in the end. But for now, we're into our first game of Division 4. We're rocking with our MLS and Bundesliga squad, and we are up against a Serie A team sort of similar to mine with 2 defensive mids and then 4 players sort of going on the counter attack. And he was a pretty good player at defending, and I'd say I'm starting to get pretty good at defending as well, especially with the 4-2-2. And he did get a goal here, but it was offside. And apart from that, this game sort of turned into a midfield battle because both of our play styles were sort of deny counter attacks, not have too big of a distance between our midfield and our defense, and that meant at halftime barely anything happened. And that was sort of the picture into the second half as well, because we knew how to defend each other pretty much. And this was one of my biggest chances of the half, and it's a shot on the edge of the box hitting the back of his player. Pretty much goes to show what kind of game this was. But then the 90th minute found Abate of all players to break on through into the box, and that weak foot shot had me scared, going just wide off the post. And weird enough, the sort of 2 biggest chances of the second half was in the 90th minute. Here we find a Boateng trying out a shot, but it was just more hoping for it than anything, and it did go into the back of the net. And as you can see, I had 2 shots on target, he had 1. That's pretty much all for the game. Yeah, just a very, very tough game to make anything happen in both ends. And yeah, I get 1 point for my first game in Division 4, but it's sort of similar to the last division. We also got an early draw, and then we started winning a lot of games, and we ended up on exactly 19 points. So if we can win 6 games in a row now, we'll be able to end up on 19 points as well, but that's not certain. Anyways, I listed up Farina and Ansaldi and picked up 2 new players for my squad, Tremolinas and Griezmann, and I needed a few coins to convert Griezmann, so a quick sold Ribeiro there, which is pretty much discard price. And then I picked up a striker to center forward card. Now, I think the chemistry glitched out a little bit because it was 91 chemistry the team before I converted him, and after I converted him, it was still 91 chemistry. And a center forward does get more chemistry than a striker on a center attacking mid spot. So I'm not too sure what that was about, but anyways, I was ready to head back on into the division, and I was pretty excited to play with this team because we have Griezmann, we have Jackson Martinez, and Lacazette. That is a pretty strong attack in my opinion, and we're up against a BPL squad 4-3-2-1, and it took a while before I created anything, and it was more because he got an unlucky pass there, but Griezmann was there to sort of pick it up and score on his first shot for the club, and he scores his debut goal to make it 1-0. And Griezmann was not over yet. I kind of wanted to test him out, and here he uses the combo I've started to like quite a bit. The fake pass into the drag back just seems to work very well, and in the end, we do pick up a penalty. And like I said, he will step up for that to score and make it 2-0. So looking pretty good. 2-0 lead, and this was my opponent's first big chance. A header there from the free kick, but it didn't really come to anything, and yeah, he didn't create much because despite being down 2-0, he kept playing very defensive. He's playing sort of I'd say park the boss or counter-attack style. Just he always had his backline all the way back whenever I tried to go on the attack. So it was more about trying to sort of make my way past them. Because he was pretty good at intercepting passes, but sort of defending the dribbling, that was where I felt I created stuff. Sorry, that was where I felt I created stuff against this guy, but yeah, he kept on playing defensive despite being down by 2 goals, and it meant he didn't really create much. Yeah, 1 big chance there, but he didn't score on it, and in the end, the game would end at 2-0. So again, it was a game where I was a little bit frustrated. I created more than I did in the last game, and I did get some early goals, which was nice, of course, but it was just frustrating playing another defensive game. And I guess that is the picture as you get into the higher and higher divisions. People will be more and more defensive. That is just how it is. And after the match, I did actually run out of contracts, and I realized that both Griezmann and Tremolinos was low on fitness, but I still wanted to play with them again. And when I started playing, I also saw that the chemistry had bumped back up to sort of a proper level. It was a 98, and I don't know why it glitched out earlier, but it just did. Anyways, we are into another Division 4 game. We're up against a sort of League On / PSG side. A lot of PSG players into this side, and this guy was way more attacking than my two past opponents, and that was just a nice feeling because I could create stuff against this guy. And here, a nice little slide tackle to sort of intercept the play. We'll play it to Jackson Martinez, to Lacazette, who just scored. He placed it on through. And then I got one of the weirdest shots I've seen in a long time. A slide tackle shot there. Goes over the line, and we are up 2-0 very early in this match. And how this wasn't a penalty, I'm not too sure, but nobody got to the ball. Lacazette picked it back up again, and he goes past the defender into the box, and he's able to sort of just about sneak it past the keeper at the near post and make it 3-0. And yeah, it was just sort of a one-way match. I kept on creating chances. I tried to beat the keeper here, not the smoothest of skill moves to go past him, and after that, he did drop his controller, and I was thinking, no, come on. Because the two first games I played was sort of defensive affairs, and I didn't create that much. And now I had a game I could create a lot of stuff, and then he dropped his controller. And I tried to pause it and wait for him, and yeah, he just... It took a long time before he came back into the game, but he did come back into the game at least here in the 63rd minute, and in the 73rd minute, he did actually get a goal back, and that sort of confused me. Why not just try and get back into the game and not just drop the controller? If you got that goal early on, maybe and had a chance to sort of make stuff happen. But, yeah, he at least he came back to play the match, and I could create some more chances. That made me happy, try and play some stuff and make stuff happen with the squad. Here's Jackson Martinez trying to get a goal for himself, but he hits the crossbar. Unlucky there. We pick the ball up with Lacazette here out on the wing. He goes on through into the box, and he gets in for the shot. But a slide tackle there in the final moment to deny me. We also get a free kick. Griezmann trying out the keeper from distance, but it is saved. And we pick up a corner. Griezmann gets it. He sends it into the box and hope for a bicycle kick. But in the end, it's just a header right on the goalkeeper. And we get another free kick. Cabella trying out the keeper. It's on the post. And somehow in the end, we get a goal. I don't know how the keeper didn't save that. But the game will end at 5-1 in the end. And a game where we managed to create a lot of chances and get a lot of goals, and we get 3 more points. So we're sitting on 7 points from 3 games. It's looking pretty good, and hopefully we can continue that form into the next episode. But for now, we're going to end it off. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and that is pretty much all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.